Well, hello again. Here behind me is my broiler chicken system, or my BCS if you want to get nerdy and geeky. And what I'm going to do today is these chickens are ready to go out as far as moving to pasture. They're fully feathered out. There's my rooster. Fully feathered out and they're ready to go. So I'm going to take them off the skids and move them forward. For the first time today, I'm going to see how easy it goes or how well it goes. But I'll show you as I yank them off there and see if they follow and how they do. But pretty basic thing to do, but never know. Well, due to technical difficulties, lost some video there. I did move them off, and of course it never goes smooth the first time. You can kind of see my pad there, and of course moving them, some of them tried to slip underneath and get away, which I kind of expected. It went relatively smooth, probably a two-person operation versus one to keep them underneath. But once they got out, I'll show you how they're doing and what the pad is underneath I built and some of the modifications I might make in the future. Here they are after the move. They're quite happy out front. They're giving her. They're pecking away at the grass. And one thing I've found with moving the chickens, when I move them, I usually give them feed for probably another hour or so, just because they can maximize their forage. And you can see these guys out here just eating away. They're pecking away at the grass. That's the good vitamins. That's all the good stuff. They're even scratching, which is great to see. Scratching for some bugs and all that kind of stuff. So I really like that. But over back here behind me is the pad I had them on, which is basically just a 2x6 frame around, with the one section was the brooder, and underneath that there I put some poly to keep it dry, as well as some wood chips and all that. So what I'm going to do there, that's kind of your sacrifice area, if you think of it on a house or a farm, and that's where I'm going to build my compost pile. And there's my one rooster. He's a fluffy little guy. If you can see him, he's out and about. Oh, he looks good. Anyway, and then what we got here is I'll probably make that into a compost pile for the garden for next year. And then I'll remove that compost in the spring, put it in the garden, and then probably transplant or plant that to grass and pick a new spot again for the following year. There is some modifications, like, just how I pull them off. I probably wouldn't use 2x6, I'd probably use a 2x4 to keep it simple. And probably some minor cribbing inside the brooder itself, inside versus outside, to stop any drafts and such and so on and so forth. But overall worked pretty good. I'm happy with it. And I'll show you a quick move, one of the first moves, in the next few days, and see how that goes. And then kind of give you an idea towards the end, the extent of how much grass it actually uses to actually finish these birds off.